I don't know if you guys have ever played Dragon Age, but the new one just came out recently. I think it was a couple days ago, but people have been talking about the new game for quite a bit now. And when I mean people, I mean grifters that are mad about it being quote unquote woke because they've actually never played a Dragon Age game. Shocker. I've played every single one of them except for the new one. I plan to play it. But if you didn't know, Dragon Age and Mass Effect and just BioWare games have always had like queer, uh, gay characters in them. So there's a lot of outrage about it being woke and how it's not going to do well. Shocker, it did really well. But we're going to read some stuff by some people defending, complaining, all that good stuff about Dragon Age and see if their comments are in a well commented place, or are they just full of crap like usual? Dragon Age is for the gays. Okay, so Kate Bush's husband, they're intelligent, unlike the people that they talk about. So Indy is gonna buy Dragon Age Veilguard and play it to protect anti-woke gamers, guys. Don't worry. His one purchase will not save the company. No spine. Okay, so this is what the as a longtime fan of Dragon Age, mind you, he says this as a longtime fan of Dragon Age. If you're a longtime fan, then you wouldn't be mad that it's woke, because from day one you could be gay in Dragon Age. So this is already a lie. This is a fucking lie. I will be playing this game myself, mostly because I want to cover this game extensively and figure out if what's going on here is going to either confirm suspicions or not. But if I can play it from beginning to end and based on my choices have my own base normal experience, I will let people know. Because when I played Baldur's Gate 3, there was no agenda. Again, because player choice allowed it to be so. I mean, that's... Agenda is when you play it personally and make your choices. You mean an RPG, bro? It's going to be an interesting release for sure. It will most definitely cause a shitstorm when it happens, so we'll see. Before someone says, why buy it, you're supporting it, my one purchase will not save the company, guys. They don't need you to buy it. They did really well. But if my one purchase can help see if the game is what people fear, it can save thousands more. I played Forspoken, Alan Wake 2, Spider-Man 2, and God of Ragnarok, all games with these consultant people involved. They're talking about Sweet Baby Inc., and it's... Bro, they're not even involved in this. So let people you trust suffer through these things, and we can tell you just how bad or maybe even somewhat good it is, depending on what happens. I played Forspoken, blah, blah, blah. Wow, all critically acclaimed games except for one, which is still like a 6 out of 10. Thank you for your sacrifice, Andy. So this guy said he's gonna buy the game to figure out if it's woke. He says he's a longtime fan of Dragon Age. If you're a longtime fan of Dragon Age, then you would know that it's already quote-unquote woke. Like, are you stupid? The answer is freaking yes. Jesus Christ. It's... Baldur's Gate 3 isn't woke because I made the choices that it wasn't woke. So, what this dude is basically saying is if someone makes woke choices, and that means that they're bad. As long as you don't make the gay choices, then the game's fine. But if I ever catch any of you making the gay choices, that is bad. You're naughty. Fucking idiot. Veilguard is currently the number 4 and number 5 top pre-order game. This is before it came out. Like, I don't want to point out that in Dragon Age Veilguard you can add a tattoo to your rook that puts a literal noose around your character's neck. And it's like, this isn't a noose. So this is like, people are trying to be like, see guys, it's actually not even woke, it's actually racist, because here's a noose. And it's just a rope that's not even tied. They're like grasping at straws to try to make up, I don't even know, bro. Trying to make this game just look awful because they're mad that it has non-binary people in it. I think that's the biggest thing. I don't even know if they're necessarily mad about gay people being in it, because gay people have always been in Dragon Age. I think they're mad that there's people that are non-binary in it. This is supposed to be a fantasy. Yeah. It's supposed to be a fantasy for everyone in the real world. Guess what? People exist in the real world. God. Idiot. And then this is a sexy lady, guys. Just so I can have an educated take on this when I talk about it on tomorrow's show, I'm 10 plus hours into Dragon Age, and so far there's nothing woke about it. The writing feels like it's a YA audience, but nothing woke. Is it only woke if you make woke choices? Whoa! It's almost like it's an RPG where you make the choices you want to make. All these people be like, see guys, see, they make you trans. No, you chose to make your character trans. Like, you made those choices. It's like the one congressman who was like, okay, Mr. TikTok owner, why are there a bunch of naked shirtless men on my For You page? I need my fantasy with characters confusingly hot. Actually, I'm gonna click on this and read it. Right? Maybe all the woke stuff is just imaginary. I didn't say it was. I'm saying I'm 10 hours in and I've seen no evidence of it yet. I'm 13 hours in, nothing woke about it. People are crying about top surgery scars, but it's just another choice you can choose to ignore. Yeah, that's the thing about a lot of these people is, okay, sure, it would be one thing. I mean, it's still, let's do devil's advocate or whatever bullcrap. Let's say there was a game that forced you to be trans. There isn't any games like that, but a lot of games force you to be a straight, middle-aged white man. But it's an RPG. Let's say that. Like, you can't make any choices and they make the choices for you. Sure. Sure, I guess you could be annoyed by that. But they're getting mad about choices that they don't have to make because they don't want those choices to be made for anyone. They just don't want them to exist in general. They're literally angry because the thing about these people is, it's not that they're like, oh, we're being repressed and not represented. When they're not the main character of the games that they're playing, they get mad. They don't want anyone else to be able to enjoy the games. It has nothing to do with them feeling like they're forced or the woke agenda's being forced on them. It's that they think the default character should be a white dude. And if it's not, if you can choose anything else, they get mad about that. They don't want anyone to have choices that differ from them. That's what they're mad about. It's not a bad game, just a bad Dragon Age game, and the gender things are too much in your face to be taken as something smoothly placed. I'm playing Dragon Age Inquisition right now. The LGBT characters, a natural part of the world building, not something forced. I mean, I've seen some clips, it does seem a little off, but it's like, you say forced, but straightness is pushed into people's faces all the time, and no one freaking complains about that. Gold Dragon 8, is your character trans? Yes. Why did BioWare make me do this? And we'll watch that clip in a second. Basically, of course, Asmongold, the trash lord that he is, ended up making choices in the game where he ultimately chose to be a trans character, and then was like, how could they force me to be trans? And it's like, bro, you made that choice. Like, it's an RPG. You've never played one of those. You used to play one all the time. It's called World of Warcraft, bro. You're wondering what my thoughts on Veilguard are after almost 40 hours when I summed it up pretty well. Dragon Age had a love child with GOTG game plus Godfall, and I honestly love it so far. And then this person's like, see, guys, it didn't sell well. And it's like, dude, it's okay to let other... That's another thing is, they don't want other people to enjoy it. Like I was saying earlier, if they even think about, like, if there's choices in the game that they don't like, they don't want it in at all. So it's not even about, oh, there's non-binary characters. It's like, you don't have to choose to be trans. You don't have to choose to be gay. But they're like, but other people are choosing that, and they're enjoying this game that has those things in it, and I don't like that. I don't like that they're choosing those things. Because I don't like gay people and trans people, so other people shouldn't like it either. Like, they sound like children throwing little tantrums because other people are enjoying it. Like, Jesus Christ. These people have never played Dragon Age. Shocker. Wow. Remember in the first Dragon Age when you did push-ups for misgendering someone, or there was a character side quest where we explore their homosexuality? Question mark. Okay, but Inquisition literally has a side quest exploring Dorian's sexuality and how it caused his fallout with his dad. So, basically, this is obviously sarcasm. It's like, remember when this happened? It didn't happen, but I didn't beat Inquisition. I don't recall that quest. I never played the game, guys, so that never happened. Issue, bro, what the fuck is with this revisionism? You're shitting on Baldur's Gate 3 not even 6 months ago. So, the issue with these people when they say shit like this is, a lot of these people will sit down and they'll be like, oh, I don't want politics in my video games, and then go be like, wow, I really love Fallout. It's just a good shooter. Dude, the human experience and existing as a human being and making art as a human, aka video games and whatever else media, is political. Because some people think that simply existing as a gay, trans, non-binary person of color is politics. So when those people make art, it's going to be seen as political. So you can't just be like, oh, modern day political issues. It's always going to have modern day political issues because we as the people playing the game are going to be dealing with that, and it's going to reflect in our art. It's so fucking stupid. Like, maybe fucking Minecraft is like the only game that doesn't have fucking politics in it. I don't know. And now that, like, Dragon Age is out, now everyone's like, Baldur's Gate 3, not woke. It was actually a good game, bro. You guys were talking so much shit about it, like, a couple months ago. Be so fucking for real. Take a long, hard look in it, kid. It will... Let's fucking make it bigger. It will always show the face of a hero who can get it done. I'm getting there. I love who I am. Feels good to see the real me. I guess this is like the
every single option maker. It says this makes me trans. This one does, and this one. I don't know why I have to be trans, guys. I can't. Guys, I'm.
He's so full of fucking shit, dude.
I don't know what to do. Force transgender.
Just press back, you goblin. Back button, bottom left. I mean, there is a back option. Like, OMG, guys, you have to be trans. There's absolutely no way you could be a cis person. I pressed buttons that made me trans, and they're forcing me to press the buttons, and if I don't press them to be trans, they might clean my house. I don't know what I'm gonna do if I can't live in my filthy goblin cave. But I don't want to be trans in a video game that I chose to be trans in. How could you, BioWare? Disclaimer, this is not targeted at Gene Park, but the person he's retweeting, but his comment is needed here for added context. Okay. As Thomas Mahler of Moon Studios once said, diversity will happen naturally as long as you tell a good story first. Fortunately, these days, a lot of these stories are being criticized because they put diversity and agenda before the story. Agenda is when gay person. Agenda is when brown person. You know what not agenda? White man. White straight man. Anything, if they have anything else that is not that, agenda. Agenda. And that mean they focused on agenda, not story. If that's the case, they would just focus on gay people. Like, not gay people, straight people. Agenda. Agenda is when black people exist. Because everyone knows black people don't exist in real life. And I don't know why they keep putting them in my fantasy games. Because, like, why is there agenda? Why put black people in my game when they not real? What these people fucking sound like? They sound like psychopaths out of the fucking psych ward. Why is Dustborn a good game? Nobody can really answer that question. It just comes back to, it was made by queer people. What does that have to do with its quality? Is it a good game? Can you prove it? You don't have to prove it. It's a fucking opinion, bro. That's how this fucking works. And these people don't care if you like their game. They just want enough money to pay their bills. Instead, it's just, this was made by someone who identifies this way, therefore is now objectively good. No one's ever said that, and you're so fucking full of shit. No one's ever said that something made by a queer, trans person, etc. is good because the person making is queer, trans, etc. No, that's not how it works. These people make up fucking stories in their like little heads, and they're like, the world around me. Ugh, I would hate to live in their minds, dude. Like, that would seem so stressful. Everything is like an agenda being pushed. Like, ugh. No, that's not how this works. It's like a chef giving you literal poo in a burrito and saying, eat it. Again, no one's doing what? And you go, but it's poo, and they go, eat it, because the person who made it is non-binary. What the fuck is this guy saying? These people get mad about fucking nothing, bro. Imagine there was a chef making you eat poo burritos because non-binary made it. Non-binary poo in my burritos. And I had to eat it. Because if I not eat non-binary poo burrito, I get canceled. Like... Okay, bro. This has nothing to do with the objective quality of the product. You're just saying shit that means nothing to people who are tired of you're literally saying shit that means nothing! You fucking idiot! You imbecile! Reading this shit must not be good for you. It's a little funny. It's funny when people say we shouldn't punch down, like Airbag here, who recently said they want to kill Hypnotic. I'll post a screenshot attached to this very reply, by the way. When all they do is berate, punch down, and attack people for not agreeing with them. No one's punching down. We just think you're stupid because you're mad because there's a gay character in a gay game. Dragon Age has always been gay. For I figured we could coexist in some way. Dude, these people be like, I think we could coexist, but I also... Hey, yo, hello. But I also, like, think you shouldn't exist in real life or in video games. But, like, I think we could be cool with each other. I just think you should die. And never be a part of video games again. But, like, not in a mean way, bro. Why are you getting mad? Why can't we coexist? It's very clear that the side of the aisle has zero interest in coexisting with anybody who doesn't agree with them. Yeah, because the difference is it's not like, hey, bro, I really like pineapple on pizza. And it's like, I think you should die because you're brown. It's not even close to the same thing. But sure, we're the ones that don't want to coexist. When they attack YouTubers, Twitch streamers, etc., ask yourselves this question. Would the current climate of gaming, Gamergate 2, exist if your side wasn't constantly attacking the paying customer and calling them bigots while also demanding they support your agenda and want... They say paying customer, and thank you for the raid, by the way. I hope your stream was good. What did you stream? They say this like queer and people of color and stuff don't buy video games. And like women and shit don't buy video games. They're saying this that like only straight white dudes buy video games. And all these like gay people and these brown people and these black people and whatever have you and these trans people just go, you know what I want to do today? I want to ruin games for straight white men. I don't even like video games. I just don't like straight white men. So I'm gonna ruin it for them. I actually never played video game in my life. Like you're fucking stupid, dude. Like the most brain rot fucking shit I've ever fucking read. And I've read a lot of brain rot shit recently. They will always skirt around this question. This all exists, this backlash, this movement, all of it because the people we trusted to protect and speak for us no longer want to. And they instead hate you for not accepting their demands 100%. Listen. And he's referring to game companies. He's referring to game companies pushing agendas. You don't have to play those fucking games. What do you mean protect? Game companies do not give a flying fuck about you. You know what they give a fuck about? Their fucking wallets. They care about their pockets. They don't give a fuck about protecting you, the gamer. Just buy their fucking game and shut up. That's all they care about. Like, these people are like, BioWare mommy? Mommy milky? Milk? You fucking titty baby. They created this problem, and then they had the audacity to act as if the other side, players, are at fault. Notice how he says they and then players. He's referring to like queer people and people of color, and then players as a separate thing, because again, everyone knows gay people don't play video games. They just bitch about straight white men fucking playing them and enjoying them. And they're like, you know what? I really actually want you to not enjoy that. So I gotta make sure you don't enjoy it. Fucking idiot. Until their side realizes and accepts that their downfall was caused by their own hubris. I big smart man. I use hubris. It will never get better and will continue to get worse. No, the reason why gaming, and they're still very good games, haven't been as good as in like several years ago is not because gay people. It's because gaming companies are fucking greedy. The publishing companies are greedy. They don't pay their fucking workers, and they don't give them enough time to put out a product that's fucking done, because we've all accepted mediocre shit. We'll be like, oh, it's not done? Well, you guys could just patch it. Before, there was no patching. You had to have the game finished. But now they're pushing out $60, $70 games that aren't done. That's the issue, not because there's a gay person in the fucking game. They created the environment that led to Gamergate 2, not the other way around. It's the first weekend, and the concurrents for Dragon Age of Veilguard are up 82k peak at the moment. I don't see how y'all can look at this, compare it to the outliers that broke records and call it an L. Not every game needs to make all the money. Some of the money is pretty good too. Shrill some more made. It's nothing for a AAA game with a big budget. I love how you want this mediocre game with awful writing to be a hit. Why do you want this game to be a failure? These are decent numbers, mind you. It's not even accounting for the other consoles that, like, the other platforms it's on. Star Wars Jedi Survivor didn't post this, and was a win. I don't want anything to happen. I think it's super weird that people are looking at these stats and calling it DOA. And yeah, there's valid criticism that should be levied at the game. Saying it's doing poorly just makes people look silly. And I agree with this, because it is valid. Like, I think there is valid criticism to make of the games. And I think we should make valid criticism of all games so we can improve games as a whole, instead of just sitting there and being like, and then these gaming companies are like, oh, we don't have to improve because we made all the money. But being like, it's woke doesn't fucking help anyone. It doesn't help the gaming community at all. Like, it doesn't help combat the greed of these gaming companies. Not one fucking bit. I think we could sit down and have actual, like, journalism and actual criticism of games to help them improve with future fucking installments or updates. But all of it's drowned out by, oh, twin person, oh, black person, no, that no good, we should kill the twin people. And then the actual criticism of these games to help improve them gets drowned out by these fucking idiots. These people claim that they want to fix the gaming community and fix gaming, but instead all they bitch about is women not being sexy enough, trans people existing, and brown and black people existing. How about we, like, make real criticism of these fucking games? Like, you want to fix the gaming community, but you're just racist and homophobic and sexist. Like, grow the fuck up, dude. But yeah, that's basically all it boils down to. Is a lot of people were bitching, saying Dragon Age Veilguard was going to fail because it was quote-unquote woke, because they're transphobic and they're homophobic, but it didn't. And now they're making up bullshit lies about the game, like always, because these people don't actually play video games. They don't like video games. They just want to be racist and transphobic in a way that doesn't get them in trouble in real life, so they do it through the gaming media, and they don't play any of these fucking games that they talk about, so.